and welcome to 3D Printing and Painting. Today I'm testing out Dustin Print, a 3D printer bed adhesive. I've been testing it for a few months now and I thought I would do a short video on it. This is a setup application. That small vial, if you contact Dustin Print, they'll send you a free sample, which is good for one application on your mirror or your print bed or your glass. I've already used up the small free sample, so I have a larger pack I'm dumping into an empty baby food jar, and I'll be adding a little bit of water to it. And the video catch up here. Take a little bit of water and add to it. You don't want it too thin, too runny. You want it nice and thick. I'll take the end of a paintbrush and stir it up. Got to mix it up real good. If it's too thick and dry, add a little bit more water. I prefer using eyedropper, that way I don't add too much. Doesn't take much, very little water. Mix it up, get it nice and thick. It'll be a real dark green in color. If it's light green, you have too much water in it. You want it to be a dark green. Mix it real well. Looks like I have a little bit too much water in it. So let me add a little more Dustin Print, which is a dry powder. And add a little bit more water because I must have put too much powder in it. So once again, stir it up real well. Looks pretty good. Take a paper towel and wipe off into my brush. And you can see it's a dark green in color. And it smells like spearmint. It smells very good, like gum. Now I'll take my brush and I'll start spreading it on the mirror evenly all over the mirror. There's no reason for me to go all the way to the edge since I don't print all the way to the edge. And just brush it back and forth in even strokes. Work your way all the way around. I'm just kind of drawing an outline there so I don't go all the way to the edge. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Just get it, evenly spread everywhere. Fairly thick. Don't try not to leave any bare spots. Just keep brushing it on. If you see any area that's clumped up, simply take your brush and feather it out. I first heard about this project from the first layer. A friend of mine up in Canada, on his YouTube channel, he was talking about the product a few months ago. So I contacted Dustin Print and they sent me a free sample. I'll have a link in the video and below the video description that you're welcome to contact them on their website, and they will also send you a free sample. It's a great product, seems to work really well. I'm getting roughly 10 to 20 prints out of each application. And every time you take your print off the bed, it kind of looks like sugar. And there'll be a little bit on the bottom of the print occasionally. And you can see on the mirror where it's slowly starting to remove it over time, print after print. And then occasionally I'll mix up just a little bit more of Dustin Print and I'll paint over the area of the mirror that looks light after 4, 5, 6, 7 prints. And that, oops, looks like I ran out. So I got to mix up some more. So once again, I'll dump a little more powder in there, add a little bit of water, stir it up real well, and fill the bare spot. If when you get the free sample, if you take the top cap and you fill that with water to the top. Add that in a mixing container with the free sample that you got, and that is the exact amount, the right amount of water to mix with it is a capful. But since I have a little pouch, I'm dumping it. On their website, there's a 3D printed spoon that you can get the STL file and Thingiverse from their product if you would like to use that. And they also have a few other things that can be printed in kits. At the end of the video, I'll have a link to their website. I'll show you some pictures. But once again, I'm just filling in the area that I missed. As you can see, it looks like it's going on pretty heavy, so I'll just kind of paint it out. Let's try to evenly get everything covered. I've tried glue stick a couple years ago when I first got into 3D printing. It works real well, but occasionally I've had it release on me on prints, and that's really irritating. And then there's a couple other products on Amazon that I've tried that, yeah, they work so-so. They work pretty good. One has an applicator that has a foam sponge in the tip that keeps drying out and sticking to the cap, and one day I went to take off the cap to apply it to the print bed, and I dumped out the whole bottle, not realizing the sponge was stuck in the cap. But this product here seems to work real well. My two CR10s, I have mirrors on, and I use this product. My other Ender 5s, I have build mats on them from TH3D or CC Tree, and they work real well. And as they start to lose their adhesion, then I take a piece of sandpaper and I rough them up. And then after each print, I clean them with alcohol with a microfiber rag. But on this, there's no cleaning involved. And that looks pretty good. Let me just clean up my brush in water. It's water soluble. If at any time you do 10, 15, 20 prints and you want to clean your mirror or your glass, I simply take it off the bed, take it in the kitchen, run it under water, and take a scrubby and just clean it real well and then dry it. And here it is sitting on the printer waiting to go for a print. So let me get a print going. And here I've got a print going. It's all done. It's still 60 degrees and slowly cooling. And you can't see the screen there, but it's slowly cooling down. Now it got down below 42°C. As long as it's 42°C or below, it'll remove real easy. If it's completely cold, it'll remove even easier than that. It works really well. Here's a link to their page here for Dust and Print. Tells a little bit about their company. And they seem to have a great product. So please like and subscribe. If you'd like to help out my channel, please consider buying me a copy. The link is below in the description. Happy printing, everybody.